Active Minds is an organization that's dedicated to suicide prevention awareness and mental health awareness. Our motto is changing the conversation about mental health. There's a lot of stigma that surrounds mental health as far as people, reaching out for therapy or taking medication.
The whole mission is to change the conversation about mental health and change the stigma, get rid of it. We are big believers in we have a physical health and we have a mental health, and we shouldn't be ashamed to speak about any part of that.
My student leaders nominated me for the Active Minds National Advisor of the Year Award, which I happened to win, and I was very surprised to win that award. So we were flown to Georgetown University for the conference and accepted the award there for all of the things that we're doing. But I must tell you that a lot of the work that we're doing it's a team effort, and so it's not just me. It's a lot of students who are involved, coming up with great ideas and really trying to break down the stigma about mental health.
I am actually the president of Active Minds. I'm very proud to tell you that, since we won Organization of the Year. So we do a lot of really fun activities with Active Minds. It's very hard with an online organization to get people involved, and we have found some really awesome ways to do that.
My favorites. We have what's called Miles for Mental Health virtual 5K. Virtual, of course, being because we're an online university. And it's awesome because it can be done anywhere, at any time. So we have our specific time that we're like, this is when we're fundraising for it. This is when we're hyping it up. But then you can host your 5K anywhere at any time. So we have some people, they put in their headphones, they go for a jog. You have other people like me, where I'm gonna host an actual walk with friends.
One of our best accomplishments, I would say, is that we started the first Suicide Prevention Awareness Symposium, which is a 2-day event, and we invite many speakers to talk about suicide prevention, awareness, and also self-care.
I know camaraderie sounds like a weird word to use, but we really do have a really close-knit group of people that are like-minded, that want to change the conversation about mental health. We use Instagram and we use Twitter.
The resources that we typically share are things like the crisis text line, the National Suicide Hotline or Lifeline, and we also encourage students to reach out to our university resources here through our chaplain. And we are currently working with Student Affairs to have a section of the student-facing website, the Student Success Center, to have mental health resources listed there as well.
We know that there are people out there that are reading our newsletter because we'll get emails back about the newsletter saying, hey, that was, really awesome. I really needed that help when you guys sent it out. That information was helpful, but we don't hear from them in our monthly meetings, or they don't write in our Facebook page. They just kind of creep around for that information.
What we get to do as an online school is reach the world, like all of our deployed students. I have gotten feedback from someone deployed where they got to come out of like a hole, and they come to check their emails and stuff, and they'll come to us for a source of encouragement. That's a huge, huge deal, because in that moment, sometimes that's all people need, is to know that there's encouragement, know that there are people who care, know that there's a place where there's no judgment, right?
I do struggle with mental health issues, mostly anxiety and depression. I see a psychiatrist, I take medication, and I'm proud to say that. And I share that with my members of Active Minds. Like, hey, it's okay to go get medication. It's okay to talk to a therapist. That's normal. If you need to do that, go do that.
I lost my grandfather to completed suicide, and I felt it was very selfish. But I have learned that people who attempted and didn't complete, to hear that is harmful, right? And it's not a selfish act. It has nothing really to do with the other people. And that sounds like an oxymoron, but what it is they need help so badly. That's what they need.
Mental health awareness is critical, and I think now we're in a time where people are willing to talk about it. The statistics show that 1 in 4 people in the United States have a mental health disorder. And so when you think about the numbers there and the need, something that Active Minds is doing is we're normalizing that, and we're sharing our own stories, sharing our own stories of how to cope, and providing, tools to get through the day and encouragement. And some of my student leaders have come up with amazing activities that we're doing right now, like the Cards of Kindness, where we have divided up and we're sending out encouragement letters and cards to some of our members. And so awareness is something that we, think is really important in this whole effort. And so we like to share a lot of our brochures, how to help a friend, teaching them strategies on, if a friend comes to you and says that they're suicidal, what do you do? And equipping them with those tools to help.
People are hurting, and if we just love them and listen to them, we can help them feel like there is a way, there is an out, and to help them not be ashamed to say they need the help. That is basically the overarching goal.